Don't take it personal. It's your boy Slack back with another blog. I'm calling this one Don't Take It Personal. I'm going to discuss a couple incidences that have happened recently in battles where battlers or battle fans have taken this battle shit too personal and fucked up battles or fucked up situations or whatever. Right off the bat, let's get into a couple incidences that happened at the School of Thought 9 event here in battle event here in Oklahoma City. We had just last week. First little thing that happened was Monty and Neek during their battle. Apparently, during Neek's verse, Monty does or says something. This is all from memory. This footage isn't out yet. It just happened last week, so it's just I'm telling you just from off the top of my head what I remember. Neek does, Monty does or says something during Neek's verse. Neek takes exception to it, calls him out on it. They kind of square off at each other, and a little mini melee ensues between them. They immediately kind of recollect themselves, brush themselves off, and get right back to business. You know what I'm saying? Not a real big deal. I know both of these dudes outside of the battle shit. Both of these dudes are good dudes. Even as soon as they fucked up in the battle, they both brushed it off, apologized, said we know our bad, whatever. After that, in the School of Thought forum, they both made little public announcements. That's not a good look, yada yada, whatever. So they got out of pocket a little bit, brushed themselves off, and went right back to business. So you got to respect that. Now, just a few minutes later, just a little bit after that, Tyler and D'Lo's battle. Tyler begins to go at Dilemma. Dilemma and D'Lo are 2XL. They're in the same crew. And Dilemma's a battler, so this is accepted within battle etiquette. And he's going at Dilemma, and Dilemma's not offended by this. Dilemma knows shit like this happens in this world, in the battle world. He's got the smirk on his face, like, all right, what do you got for me? He's not offended by it at all. However, somebody from the crowd, somebody from 2XL, now one of the rappers, one of the people, one of their peoples or whatever, takes offense to it and bucks the fuck out. He wants to punch Tyler in the mouth, then I'm gonna fuck you up outside, cuz, and on and on and on, and then security has to get him out of the building. Now, if you can't come to the battle and see if your boy's competing and it's gonna hurt your feelings to hear somebody call him a faggot or whatever, don't come to the battle. You know what I mean? Like if you can't appreciate it for what it is, just don't be there. You know what I mean? If your boy's a boxer and his people wants to come see him box, he gets a match and people want to come see him compete or whatever, they can't get mad when you get punched in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? When the boxer punches you, your boys can't get mad. But ding ding, match starts, boxer comes out, punches you in the face, and your boy in the crowd jumps up and says, "Oh hell no, you can't punch my boy. I'm gonna fuck you up outside." That's not life. You can't do that. If you can't watch your boy in a boxing match get punched and not want to beat up the dude for it, don't come to the boxing match. You know what I'm saying? The same way, if your boy's a battler and you can't stand to hear him get called faggot or this or that or whatever, just stay at the crib and watch reruns of MASH or whatever the fuck. I want to point out a difference in the two situations here. Neek and Monty get a pass for what they did for two reasons. They got out of pocket momentarily and immediately recollected themselves and went right back to business, doing what the fuck they were there to do. And on top of that, they had they're rappers. They were doing what they were there to do. They were competing. It's heated. This battle shit is like a fist fight with words. It is what it is, and it's already one step down from a fist fight. You're in each other's face and yada yada. But they were rapping. They were competing. Shit gets heated. It happens sometimes in any competitive nature. And like I said, they got out of pocket and immediately collected themselves and got right back down to it. Dude in the crowd bucked the fuck out and wasn't going to listen to reason. Like his 2XL cats were trying to calm him down. He wasn't listening. He wasn't having none of it. He decided to buck, and he was going to buck, and that was that. On top of that, this dude is just a spectator. He's supposed to be a fly on the wall. We're not even supposed to know he's there. He's not supposed to have any attention or acknowledgement from anybody in the building whatsoever. He's there. Nobody's there to see him yell or punch anybody in the face or none of that shit. We're there to see the rappers. You know what I'm saying? So it's two separate incidences. The rappers, because they're in the midst of the heat, they get a pass for it, especially because they recollected themselves and went right back to it. You know what I'm saying? It's probably going to make for good footage. However, dude in the crowd, is on some other shit, and shout out to 2XL dudes. I've talked to them dudes. The Dilemma D-Lo, President, cats. I don't know this particular cat. Apparently, Ronnie has said this dude has done this before, but you 2XL dudes need to slip that dude a Xanax or let him hit the fucking blunt a couple times on his own before y'all come in the building next time. Calm that cat down or whatever. So don't take it personal. That's the next thing I want to talk about is the battle Clutch versus Conceited. Now, when I seen this online, I saw Clutch. I remember him. He started making a little bit of noise right about the time Grind Time was going out, so I hadn't seen him in a while, and I was going against Conceited. So, all right, let's see. Let me click play. It was one round apiece. Clutch goes, not too bad, has some shit. Khan listens respectfully. Khan goes, and the fucking faggotry begins to pour out of Clutch. He's talking during Khan's rounds. That's corny. He's trying to predict bars. This is not WRC 0607. What the fuck are you doing trying to predict bars? You know what I'm saying? And a side note, I never understood that predicting bars in a battle shit anyway. Predicting bars doesn't make your bars any hotter, and it doesn't make his bars any less hot. You know what I'm saying? If I say, yo, I'm killing you because my rhyme's sick, if you don't like it, you can suck then you say dick before I can get it out there, then, what the fuck did that prove? It didn't make your bars any hotter. It just makes you look like a fucking talkative, disrespectful twat. You know what I mean? So it's just blatant disrespect from Clutch. And Clutch is lucky to be in the fucking same building as Conceited, much less in the same battle, benefiting from Khan's name. He's exposing himself to Khan's views and fan base and all that shit. And that's how it's supposed to work. You get a battle with a bigger name so that you can get fans. You can win some of his fans over. You know what I'm saying? But what happened in this battle is, I'm not watching no more motherfucking Clutch battles. You know what I'm saying? Clutch was so caught up in, I gotta win this battle, I gotta look good in the moment, and yada yada. He didn't think about what the fucking footage was gonna look like and how he was gonna appear later on. It fucks the whole battle up. You can't even hear some of what Khan is saying because this motherfucker's talking over it. So, if I see Clutch versus a name I recognize, I may watch it. But if I see Clutch versus somebody I don't know, Young Pistol or Big Warthog or who the fuck ever, I'm on to the next one. Not watching that one, So shout out to Clutch and his faggotry. Don't take it personal. You fucked that battle up. Last thing I want to talk about real quick is Daylight versus Math Hoffa. Now, we all know Daylight is that dude that does the extracurricular shit. He's all about them antics. He does it to get attention, to get views. It's a marketing ploy. It's how he markets himself. We know that's how he does. This is the dude that tattooed the Spawn makeup on his face. Tattooed Spawn on his face. He dressed up like a KKK member. He fucking went to Don't Flop in the UK and stripped naked in front of everybody down to a fucking sock on his dick or whatever the fuck. In this battle, the Math battle, he is, sleeping during Math's verse. He lays down on the floor, pretends to sleep literally on Math. There's some water incident where Math accidentally spills some water on him, and then Daylight, what you doing, son? And purposely pours water on him. Like, this is that extra bullshit. I don't need this extra bullshit. I'm here to see a battle. I want to hear bars. You know what I mean? You ever ate at a Mexican food restaurant and they send the mariachi band over to play next to you while you eat, and they got the guitars and I don't need that extra shit. I'm here for the fucking chimichangas and the fajitas and shit. I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's extra. I don't need that. You're fucking up my chimichangas with that extra shit. To me, that extra bullshit fucks up the battle I'm trying to watch. That's that bullshit is what I'm saying. However, that leads me to how Math reacted to it. And he did nothing. You know what I mean? Now, you just heard me say, I spent this whole blog saying, don't do this, don't do that, don't fight, don't be disrespectful, don't take it personal, until now. Don't take it personal unless it's personal. Math should have knocked Daylight's head off his motherfucking shoulders for that. You know what I mean? That's not battle shit. That's just disrespectful shit. That's outside of the battle pool. I'm purposefully pouring water on you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you factor in that Math has the most legendary fight caught on cam during a battle. You know, him and Dose. You know what I'm saying? He set that fucking bar. I'm that dude. Don't cross that. Here's the line in the sand. Don't cross it, or I'll fuck you up. How do you punch the smaller dude for a lesser offense? Dose is smaller than Daylight. How do you punch the smaller dude? Dose put his hat brim in Math's face, and Math punched him for it. So how do you punch the smaller dude and give the bigger dude a pass for a blatant violation? He went out of his way to purposely pour water on you. Daylight has apparently got some gang affiliations with the Grape Street Crips or whatever. When you hear a rapper that's got gang affiliations, you really don't know what that's really about. Is it Lil Wayne's a blood type shit, or does he actually a grape? You know what I'm saying? But does Math not punch him because he's worried that the grapes is in the audience? He's got to deal with that. That makes you look hypocritical for punching the smaller dude for a lesser offense, but the dude with some street cred and straight up violate you, and you stand there and do nothing. You know what I mean? So, like I said, this whole blog's been saying, don't do this, don't do that, don't take it personal unless it is personal. That's when you got to pass. So, like, you shouldn't just go to Walmart and punch somebody in the fucking mouth. But if you go to Walmart and somebody unscrews their water bottle and looks you right in the face and pours water on your feet, now you have a pass to punch somebody in Walmart. You know what I mean? Like, don't take it personal unless it's personal. That was some outside of the battle. It didn't have shit to do with the battle. That was some outside of the battle disrespect bullshit. So yeah, but as a general rule, don't punch nobody if you don't have to. Don't come to these battles if you're gonna catch feelings where you're gonna have to talk during your opponent's round, or if you're in the audience, you gotta get the attention on you. All that shit is cornflakes. So yeah, that's gonna conclude this one. If you liked my shit, like always, subscribe to my YouTube. If you got battle fans or battlers on your Twitter, Facebook, repost me, retweet me. I want to say the last two School of Thought events, I had a handful of people each time come up to me who I didn't know and introduce themselves to me and say, I watch your blogs, your shit's on point, you're unbiased, I respect your point of view, all that shit. That's the shit. The whole, like, I can remember watching WRCs back in the day and Smack DVDs and shit, like, all by my fucking self, jumping up and down. Yo, what did he say? Like, it's Def Comedy Jam all by myself, and wife's on the other side of the room looking at me like I'm a retard. Like, what the fuck is this, and why are you so into it? Why are you so enthralled with it? And now, we got a whole scene, locally, the Oklahoma City scene, nationally, battling is becoming accepted across the board. It's almost a mainstream thing now. We're networking. I'm finding other motherfuckers out there that are into this shit just like I am, and some of y'all are letting me know y'all appreciate my opinion and respect my 2 cents on the whole thing. So, if you watch my blogs, you appreciate what I have to say. Salute. Yeah.